Organic chemistry carbonates compounds chapter, which is carbonates compounds in CBSE and organic chemistry in GCSE or IGCSE syllabus, is considered to be one of the hardest topics. Reason I understand is that because it is the only carbon which is the hero of the topic. In other topics, you have other elements also. The thing with carbon is like carbon is very versatile element because it can form a compound with a lot of other elements, and I know it can donate 4 electrons or not. That I have already talked about. You can watch my previous video regarding this on this same channel. Now, there are very special things about organic compounds is that they can have a very, a different kind of compounds. It's not like carbon chloride or carbon, though there is carbon dioxide, and carbon dioxide is not really organic compound. It is inorganic compound. So if you look at, alcohol or ketone, acetone, which we really known as vinegar, which is acetic acid or ethanoic acid, so these are very specific kind of names and very different kind of compounds which you have really dealt with before, in like when you have done chemistry before. So that is what is organic chemistry about, or carbon compounds. So that is called as functional group. So today I'm going to, because my videos are never more than 10 minutes, I make sure that it is not more than 10 minutes. So I always take only small topics. So today I'm going to take the, what is alkyl group and what are the functional groups. And these many functional group is good enough for CBSE, GCSE, IGCSE. That's interesting, isn't it? So I'm just going to share screen and then I'm going to talk about those functional groups. So I'm sure that you can see here. This is the book is the CBSE book because there is no copyright issue here. And this is the same book which you can be, this portion is usable for all the syllabus as I talked about. So what you see is the some functional group. Now, what is the functional group? Functional group is a very specific type of group which will give away a very, a unique characteristics to that compound. So here, heteroatoms. What are heteroatoms? Heteroatoms are when there are different types of elements together. So they are called as heteroatoms. And the group has, specific properties to give it to the compound. And regardless of the length and nature, so they give away very specific properties. So what is the most important thing? Give very, I would like to use word unique here. Very unique properties to the compounds. And here I mean obviously carbon compound. So what happens here is, as you can see, that these are the heteroatoms, chlorine, bromine, oxygen, and these are the different kind of compounds. So alcohol, aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acid, and they alcohol means that this is the structure you are looking at, and this is not hydroxide. Here I want to say that this is not hydroxide. This is called as alcohol. This is aldehyde. We also write it as CHO. Why they have shown it like that? Because here you can see, very bonds in details, right? Double bond with carb oxygen and one bond with hydrogen. Ketone is, you can also write CO like this. Okay. It's not, and this is not carbon monoxide. This is ketone. And what is the significance of these lines? I will tell you. And COOH you can write like this also, right? All the time you can write. And OH is OH. Now, what is the significance is that these lines, these horizontal lines are not just any line, they are representing bond. So that means if there is one line, that means it is going to represent one bond. If there are two lines, then it will be representing two bonds. Now, what it is going to bond with? It is going to bond with alkyl group that is represented as R. R is alkyl group. Now, R, if you look at R, what is R? You know CH4, right? So CH4, C2H6, C3H8. I will take only these three examples. So they are all saturated hydrocarbons. If I have not made any video, I'll go back and do again. So these are all saturated. For now, they are all, right now, just learn that they are all saturated hydrocarbons and they cannot form any other compound. They are all saturated hydrocarbons. Why hydrocarbon? Because they are made of hydrogen and carbon. So we remove one hydrogen to make it one bond available. So CH3, now this bond is available, ready to bond with some functional group. Same is with C2H5, another bond, C3H7. So it is very simple. You're just removing one hydrogen, okay? And you are getting another alkyl group. Now this is called as methyl. This is called as ethyl. This is called as propyl. Okay, just have a look. Because I'm going to delete everything, there is not enough space that I can write the compound. So, for example, if I'm working with alcohol, then I'm going to take, let's say, CH3. CH3, I'll just bond it with OH. Okay. What is the name? Name is methyl alcohol or methanol. Okay. Next is aldehyde. Now with aldehyde, as you can see, as I told you before, that we can just write CHO. This is the detailed bonding structure of the CHO group, this CHO functional group. So if I add just R, now R could be, let's say, C2H5, CHO, right? What will be the name of this compound? It looks like that you'll say ethyl aldehyde, right? It appears to be, but that's not correct. It will be propyl aldehyde, also known as proper null. Ending, look at the endings. Alcohol and ul. Okay, so this follows that. Now, ketone, as you can see, there are two bonds available. That means we can basically add two different alkyl or same alkyl. So it could be like this CH3, CH3, double bond O. Okay. What would be the name of it? It will be dimethyl ketone. Okay. And what would be the name of this? I would again take the very regular common example. What we generally take is, let's say I'm taking CH3, COOH. What is this called? It is called as, it looks like I'm adding methyl group, so it should be methanoic, but it is not, because in such group, the functional group carbon is also added. So there are two, so it will be what? Ethanoic acid, also known as acetic acid, and very popularly known as, yes, that's correct, vinegar. If you know this name, then you know organic chemistry a little bit already. So awesome there. And so this was the lesson for today. I'll come back next week with some other topic. Thank you for watching. Subscribe my channel. for regularly watching such kind of videos. And if you have some kind of specific topic in mind, you can always message me. Thank you so much.